We want to welcome everyone to the post-fight press conference. I think the press conference will last a little bit longer than the fight did. But no, that's nothing against Rubio. Rubio is a very solid guy. He's a WBC interim champion. I think it's just a testament to Gennady's skills and his dominance in the ring. I mean, Gennady's at one level, and everyone else in the middleweight division is at a different level. Abel says, and I believe, there's nobody at 160 pounds that can go 12 rounds with Gennady. So if Gil gets knocked out in the third round, if Macklin gets knocked out in the third round, if Rubio gets knocked out in the second round, that's no disrespect to them. That's just a testament to the best middleweight champion out there right now. And you see the energy that he brings in the crowd. People know that in 2 rounds or 3 rounds, he'll bring more excitement to the ring than some of the fighters that go 12 rounds. There's a controversial decision. There's no controversy with his fights. His 18 knockouts in a row. That's what the sport needs. That's what the sport needs. It's the biggest attended fight ever here at the StubHub Arena. So we're really excited about that. We're really excited about how the promotion went, the reception for Gennady. He just added another belt, the WBC belt already, to the IBO and a WBA Super Champion belt. So he's collecting belts. He wants to show that he's the best in the division. The only way he can do that is to prove against the best fighters. And right now, for this particular fight, Rubio was the best fighter that'll get in the ring with him. 2015 will be a huge year for him. And right now, Abel, you want to say a few words, and then we'll let Gennady talk about his performance tonight.
First of all, thank you very much for all your support. All the Mexican fans came out in droves and supported us. It was awesome walking around the arena and hearing all those chants. He's just going to continue to please you and to make sure that all the fights are dramatic like that. Thank you very much.
So with that, I want to introduce the IBO, the WBA Super Champion, and the WBC Interim Champion, Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
Thank you very much for my fans, you know, just good day today, big day for me, and big day for everybody. I think my first fight in California, I'm very happy, you know, just very 100% for good performance. Thank you.
So we can open it up. Bernie, you want to open up for questions?
Just raise your hand. Go ahead. We go.
Gennady, how surprised were you that you were able to stop him in 2 rounds? Being that Rubio has, he's a tough fighter and he's known to.
Not big surprise for me, you know. Just I'm ready 100%. I train hard work every day, you know. Just I know Rubio. He's a great fighter. I think just maybe different class, you know. Just Rubio, he's a good fighter. He's a strong guy.
Steve.
Yeah, I got one question for Tom and one for Abel. Abel, these recent fights have been very short. Are you concerned about the lack of rounds? And Tom, when is the next fight for Gennady Golovkin moving forward?
No, I think that every coach that has a fighter at this level trains for 12 rounds. We had hoped that this fight would be longer. We had hoped that the Gil fight would be longer, but we always prepare for the 12. If it doesn't happen, it's better for us, but he's ready to go 12 if he has to.
Dan?
Bernie, I was going to finish up on Steve's other question, is that, I mean, it's Gennady's job to focus on the fight in the ring. It's my job to plan ahead. So we already have the date planned in February for his next fight. It'll be, as of right now, it'll be over in Europe, unless, this is what I told HBO and Bob, that unless Chavez decides to step up and sign a contract, then naturally that would take a priority. But otherwise, he'll fight in February. And the fight will be telecast definitely live on HBO over here.
Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Gennady back here. Congratulations. You seem to hurt him with punches from both hands, and then you knocked him out with the left. You have so much punching power. I wonder which do you think is your best? Which is your best punch? Is it a right hand or left hand? I like your Abel's opinion about that.
Thank you very much. You know, just doesn't matter. Just left hook, right hook. You know, just. I need just chance. I need just chance just for not hard punch, not lucky punch. Just I see moments, I did.
Abel?
You know, I think they're both equally as destructive, but I think the right hand is probably stronger when he delivers in like a small hook. Not quite straight and not quite a hook, but he delivers over the top. Kind of like what he hit Gil with. He seems to have more balance when he throws it that way, but left hand obviously is effective too, because he knocked this guy out with the left hand.
Mohammed?
Gennady over here. Early on, he seemed to try to make it competitive. When you stopped him, a lot of people think he could have got back up. What do you think about that?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy now. Just my first fight in California. Stop how today I saw a lot of people, just full stadium, just respect for my fans. You know, just I think today is big day, a big present for fans. You know, just.
But do you think he could have got up?
Just. I don't feel just.
When you get Muhammad, you feel his
Just
power,
yes.
and Abel's felt his power on the pads many times. If you feel his power, even though it might not look like a hard punch, I mean, you can't. It's hard to say that a fighter needs to get up and so he can get knocked out again. It's tough to say.
2 rounds too quick. You know, just I understand. I don't feel him. Just 2 rounds.
Montero?
Hi, I have a question for Gennady, Tom, and Abel. If you could just talk about the atmosphere tonight. I mean, you guys, this was your first fight in California. You sold it out. Mostly Mexican-American crowd. You're fighting a Mexican fighter, and they're cheering Triple G. So, could talk about that.
Amazing atmosphere today for me. It's a big present for me. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's refreshing to be on this ride with him and being so humble and having the people really recognize who he is, not as a fighter, but just as a person outside the ring. And I think all those chants and cheers were not only for the fighter, but for the person that he's shown to be.
Francisco?
I have one question for Gennady and one question for Tom. Gennady, where did you learn that Spanish? Buenas noches.
Abel talking with me every day. Buenos dias, buenas noches, amigos, like that. Every day he's a funny guy.
And then Tom, you told me a couple weeks ago that maybe it was a surprise to see that Step Up sold out that quick. Was there anything tonight that surprised you from an operational standpoint?
I tell you, the atmosphere tonight was electric. I mean, we knew it was going to be full. We knew we had the bleachers, we had the standing room only tickets. Just the level of the reception. We knew there'd be a lot of fans for Gennady, but that it was that much energy as soon as he walked in the arena. And then we had the extra long walk planned for him. And that's really a salute to the fans, an appreciation of them coming out and his acknowledgement to that. And so it's kind of a trademark for him to walk through the crowd, and that's really, you know, that's what I would say is just the level of the intensity of the energy, and as soon as the people saw him walk in the arena.
Go ahead.
Gennady, congratulations tonight on the great knockout. You said you know people love you because you said you'll fight anybody. You'll fight Andre Ward, you fight Canelo, you fight Cotto, you fight anybody. But out of all those guys, is there one name you want more than the rest?
You know, no. For me, it's very important just who best middle division. You know, right now. You know, right now Miguel Cotto, he's WBC champion. I respect him. He's great champion. You know, maybe I hope so. Fight with him because you know, for me, very important who's the best in middle division or unification fight.
It's important for you to take Cotto's title because he's considered the legend.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's very good for my team, for my career, for my fans. You know, just who is who.
Carpenter.
Number one.
Congratulations, Tom and Abel and Gennady. A two-part question for Tom. First part, you mentioned that you would scrap the February date in Europe if you get a Chavez fight. Does that mean that you now have hope for a Chavez fight and there's renewed talks?
I wouldn't say there's renewed talks, but Bob did call about a month ago and said that he thought maybe there's still a chance to do that fight. So our door is always open for that fight. That was, I mean, the reaction we got, Mike, about just the rumors of that fight happening when it was supposed to happen July 19th here at the Forum. I mean, that was, there was a lot of reaction for that fight. And those were just rumors. So if that fight happened, I mean, that would be his first fight on pay-per-view. That's why we were so willing to do that fight in July. But again, I mean, it goes back to you can't force these guys to get in the ring with him. That's why I give so much credit to Rubio, because he agreed. Rubio was the mandatory challenger for Cotto. He had a guaranteed date or fight against Cotto, and he would have gotten the winner of Cotto-Canelo, which would have been a huge fight for him. And he agreed to get in the ring with Gennady tonight. I mean, we had to definitely make a large offer to him, but you know, that's the important part about the backing of HBO. I mean, it used to be, you know, he used to have the stigma about, well, Gennady's too good and he's too dangerous and there's no reward. But when you sell out a house like this, when you can sell tickets, when you have the support of HBO, I mean, the reward is there. And Rubio definitely had gotten paid to take the risk. But we can't force guys. You know, we can't force Chavez to get in the ring with them. We can't force you know, any of the guys. Even Carl Froch is a guy. I mean, he's a huge attraction over in England, fights in soccer stadiums, and that would be a tremendous fight over there in the UK. I reached out to Eddie Hearn, and you know, it's one of those things where, you know, there's a famous line, we were going to make a shirt for Gennady. It says Triple G, just not next. You know, it's like everyone says, yeah, I'll fight him, but not in the next fight. So, you know, it's just one of those things, and we'll just continue to do what we did over the last 2 years. People don't realize it's only been 2 years that he made his pro debut against Proxa. It was September 2012, and now he's become one of the most exciting and marketable fighters in America.